Talking with Words.
Welcome back to Talking with Words. You're here with Rob,
Sally,
Cameron,
William,
and Ryan.
and I'm Taylor. I'm playing Elden Ring. Still can't beat it though. And tonight we're going to watch Spawn from what year is this?
97?
the year I graduated high school,
Jesus.
1997.
how old are you?
She's a vampire.
I'm very old. I'm the oldest one here.
Yeah, I'm doing the math.
56?
I'm 44.
Carry the two.
Well, yeah, I'm almost 45.
If you're not familiar with this movie, it's based off of Todd McFarlane's comics and is described as an elite mercenary is killed but comes back from hell as a reluctant soldier of the devil.
Shocking.
It's
It's like every other movie you watch.
What? We just watched Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Okay, besides that one.
Okay, and a bunch of other ones.
Technically, he was killed, quotation. He came back.
From hell. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, you're not up yet.
Like Jason Voorhees?
The cast includes Michael Jai White,
Cuter.
John Leguizamo, Martin Sheen, Theresa Handel. Who'd you say? D.B. Sweeney?
Yeah,
Is that
D.B.
your-
Sweeney from that Ice Cutting Ice movie.
That Cut and Ass movie?
What was
Yeah,
it?
his
Cutting Edge.
most known role.
Hockey player, rom-com?
Mm-hmm,
Okay. Well, what about the Parents' Guide, Sally?
Well, the Parents' Guide is rated PG-13 for, oh my God, I don't even know that word, thematic elements involving the demonic
that was right.
underworld, violence, intense fantasy action, and crude humor. Sex and nudity is mild.
There's
Violence and gore is moderate. Profanity is mild. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking mild. And frightening and intense scenes moderate.
PG-13, unfortunately. But the new one is coming
I was
out.
gonna say, the new one's probably going to be rated
Yeah.
R.
It's going to be rated R.
Hopefully.
Anything you want to drop in before we start this thing?
Yeah, I'm going to cut you into 50 pieces and send a piece to every state.
Are you quoting the movie you haven't seen?
She's already on trivia and quotes,
Yeah, that's-
and we haven't even started this damn
That's
thing.
it. I'm not watching it, so I'm not going to hear
I remember the line from John Leguizamo.
I would just say that the only cool
don't even
thing
know what he
before you
sounds like.
watch it, Sally, Rob has tons of collectible action figures that were designed by Todd himself that are somewhere in boxes that are worth a lot of money now from this film.
Yeah, they're right behind Ryan in the attic.
Yeah, he is one of the artists that continues to design a lot of the collectibles from a lot of popular horror films. And so I say this because part of the way that the movie went is he had to have it his own way. He tried to design films how he wants them to be. So you're going to see his vision come to life.
Lots of balls.
Fine. Yeah.
The IMDb rating here, DB rating here is
5.2.
Fools.
We could always watch the other one.
We could watch Terra Firma instead.
I mean, I'm not over here for the movie. Let's be honest. Never really am.
We're watching
You're
Human
just here for the
Centipede next,
company.
okay?
here
So
for the
let's get
company, the community, the fellowship, the making fun of Sally,
it. And the cookies.
and them cookies. Them cookies.
All right, let's watch a movie about a cape.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. She looks old as shit.
It's an honor statue.
I can't walk, but I'm going to keep singing.
Okay, cutting that shit.
No, you're not.
I didn't realize you were still going. I'm sorry.
Where's she?
Shaped like a penis. It's pretty.
Oh, it doesn't need to
Oh,
be little.
he knows. He spends
What
enough
does
time.
your
Pretty
fucking
straightforward.
penis look like?
You know the cover of Fight Club?
Do you know who molded the soaps? Because I want to know, because it looks weird.
So Spawn. That was as amazing as I remember.
Was that the top TV or the bottom TV?
Yeah, I don't know which one, but I wish I should have went and watched the freaking documentary with Sally, because that was something.
It's probably longer than this movie.
That
It's
was
probably
something.
still on downstairs if you want to catch the end of Celine.
If there was a movie to like describe this podcast, I think it's this one.
Have you never seen this, Cameron?
Again,
I don't know why I'm asking.
yeah, you already know the answer to that question, my guy. Like, yeah.
This is what happened to comic book movies in the 90s.
But again, like I see the potential here,
Yeah.
and it's so disappointing.
We were all
That's
psyched for
fair
this
of
one going to the
most
theaters.
Comic book movies from back in this era, though.
But again, if I was 7 when I watched it when it came out, it might have been
What a treat.
hell of a lot more fun.
Was this before or after Blade?
Before.
Blade
Before
was
Blade.
Blade was 99.
So Blade is
Sounds
when
right.
they started to kind of figure it out.
But that was also like they had a budget.
He saved Marvel.
What was the budget on? What's the budget on this versus
I
the
don't
budget on
know,
Blade?
but this was more. This is
I
Todd.
bet it's the-
this
I bet
was
it's the
Todd
same
McFarlane
budget.
getting a big enough following with his comic books, his toy creations to finally get the chance to make a movie.
But Todd McFarlane did he make this? He didn't make this. did
He was always an active voice in producing it. Am I
Okay,
wrong? I'm pretty sure
okay.
he's always
Oh,
wanted to
he
make sure
was,
the
yeah.
story was told how he wanted it to be told because
Right.
it was his creation.
But-
Which is why the new version's coming out has been in stalls for like, I don't know, 8 or 10 years.
Probably more than that.
He's been looking to try to make it for so long, but
I hate that I'm agreeing with Taylor here, but Spawn was 40 to maybe 45, and Blade was 45
Okay.
million.
Okay, so this feels
that
comparable.
much. So it's all because of the
But
very phenomenal CGI we all just got to.
Satan wasn't in Blade.
Blade's
Do you-
a lot easier story to tell, too. This is a huge, crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's a singular character
Vampires.
versus an entire world, but
f-
at the same time.
The fact that you have to have the armor on Spawn changes the whole sequence. Which, by the way, I love the armor and like the cape. The cape looks fucking great. I still like the cape, like that deep blood red, and with all the holes in it and everything. I love it. I'm sorry. I will not apologize. I don't care how many times Michelle Obama asked me to apologize about
Jesus
the cape.
Christ.
I'm not apologizing about the cape. I love it. I think it's great. Worth the price of admission. That's what I say.
I do like the armor, the face, the little mask thing. That still looks good. Very moist.
So the cape.
The cape is
Shit.
no. The cape is the whole thing.
The cape was only used for the majority of still frames to pay homage to his comic, like the iconic strips from his
Comic.
comics of words, yeah. And it had those still frames in the movie to where it looked like that, which was pretty awesome. And that's what showed the illustriousness, what you're talking about. Which
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
like.
That's right.
These fucking adjectives are amazing tonight.
Yeah, I like
do
the,
like that. But as far as like how it helped with the film, it was basically okay. We're not going to let him get fucked up. The cape just goes, "Woo, Doctor Strange, I'm out."
No, it looks like velvet. It's like a velvet with
Like
holes
a
in it.
bag of puppy ears.
Oh man, I like the
Yes.
size of it. I like a big cape with holes in it.
It was no Katy Perry big, but it was big.
Well,
It was blood red, though.
Katy Perry.
She wore a 100 or 300 yard dress.
What?
The amount of material it took, I don't even want to know.
Did you watch the documentary with Sally
The
about?
only reason
No, I see blippets of news every once in a while.
that Katy Perry has any value is because of Left Shark.
She's clearly lost her value because now she's trying to show her titties, but she started with POD. Raise your load voices.
Oh, what does it matter? She just needs a cape with some holes in it, and she'll come right back.
Or she'll come on the back. It's either way.
Oh my god!
All right, and that's where Spawn's cape got its power.
Michael Sheen was in this movie.
What's
Martin
his name?
Sheen?
Michael Sheen?
What did I say?
Martin's cousin.
Which one did I say?
His name is Jeb
You said
Bartlett,
Martin.
you son of a
Martin?
bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, Martin's career apparently went downhill, so he's like, fuck yeah, Spawn sounds good.
Okay, so that's not true. There's no way that's true. This is he's in his prime right here.
He looked like he had a colored beard, like it was intentionally dyed, and he couldn't grow it the same formation he wanted.
What's the OxyClean guy? Billy.
Billy
Billy
Mays.
Mays Hayes.
Billy Mays, there's some
That's-
big city sliders.
That's what he looks
Yeah,
like.
there's more.
No, this is a
And you're not wrong.
I think that was on purpose, though.
this is a Paul Giamatti side project for Yeah, because Paul Giamatti, great actor, but sometimes he shows up and he's the Rhino in Spider-Man 2. And that's what happened here.
Actually, I like that analogy.
This is
Wait, he was the Rhino in Spider-Man 2?
100%, man.
Wow,
Yeah, you don't remember that.
film. Yeah, but I do remember his Spawn.
He's a Russian psychopath in Spider-Man 2 in a giant rhinoceros suit.
I'm so sad that they didn't give him more screen time.
Oh well,
he would have made a great enemy in this film.
So this is Paul Giamatti side project here. I mean, probably Paul Giamatti got the idea from looking at Estevez here in Spawn.
His record pull.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus. I don't even know how to follow that up. There's so much.
So the main character dies and comes back from hell to avenge.
I mean, we should start at the start and just say Martin Sheen he's starting at the you gotta understand what kind of movie this is. And immediately he sets it off. Hey, look, we're just all eating cupcakes and having fun here. So
I'm going to do my worst Clint Eastwood. You guys hit play on that fucking recorder over there. Al Simmons.
The real detriment is that everybody is clowning around. Like, Martin Sheen's fucking around. Michael Jai White is fucking around. And
but nobody's
John
doing it better
Leguizamo
than John Leguizamo
is giving the performance of a career here. He is... I said it before. I'll say it again. This is Robin Williams' Genie from Aladdin, where he's coming up with ideas and they've got to animate it with CGI.
We're just going to cartoon this shit in.
100% he's coming up with improv stuff.
That's probably how they're writing when they're like, okay, so how can we enhance this? He's like, I got an idea. Let me do this.
Okay, I'm going to bust out some pom-poms here, and I'm going to do a cheerleader routine, and you guys can figure out what you want to do with that. And they just send him straight to hell.
I thought I read, too, that like he's a short guy, but he had to actually kneel in his like fat suit character the entire time.
Yeah,
the point of like paint where he was just hurting filming everything.
Yeah, this is the original Andy Serkis showing up as Gollum. But he didn't have CGI. They did him in costume.
And John was better.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do want to know if like his one-liners as they're going along are just improv, or if he's sitting there writing jokes. He's like, oh, I know what I want to do for that.
I know how to make this sound ridiculously stupid. Let me just say
100% that's improv. That is improv.
All right, crispy.
And I wrote some of them down.
Had a freak accident with some Jiffy Pop.
Oh, God. The one you shouted out earlier is still my favorite one out of this movie.
Good.
Why does God get all the good ones and we get the retards?
What is
fucking retards?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that was when they were fighting over some corpses, and there's some satanic guys there, and then they.
Oh yeah, we're still talking about this movie,
Yeah.
Spawn. And like the balloon,
whoa, dude,
the balloon
what's
head.
going on?
We all screamed about it when we watched it.
The amount of money spent on CGI that was non-essential or necessary. Absolutely ridiculous.
Could have taken some of that out and put it towards Satan there.
Or anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that scene where I was talking about, he for whatever reason, it doesn't even help anything.
No.
He
Worth
just tries
it,
to
though.
intimidate the child by like taking a balloon and then it inflates into his head, and the balloon starts talking his face on it while his head shrivels, and then goes pop.
So I happen to know
That's
for
it.
a fact that all of John Leguizamo's lines when he is riding the tanker truck,
They must be improvised.
chasing Spawn as the motorcycle, that's all improv. They were just like, give us what you got.
Go.
What about the rest of them?
I don't know. I don't know about the rest of them.
The content stays very similar. Right?
Yeah, but I know that on top of the tanker truck, that is, they pulled his string and let him. There's a snake in my boot.
Bad crispy. Bad crispy. I don't even. Yeah, the movie he comes back to try and do stuff. We don't really care about that part.
It was a deal with
care about the
Satan.
content of the story.
Lead the army to see Wanda again. No specifics, though.
The good old devil trick.
Also,
Yeah.
Wanda, don't make her fucking name Wanda. Is that from the comics? Is her name Wanda in the
I
comics?
think it's Todd McFarlane's
She used to be a
daughter
fish.
or something.
Oh, anybody else's name. I mean,
Never mind your children.
What do you have against Wanda?
Well, it just every time it takes me back to fried green tomatoes to Wanda.
Hashtag Wanda Sykes. Feel free to come on and debate.
Potatoes.
Karen, Jessica.
Karen would be better than Wanda?
Oh man,
At this
Mary,
point?
like Louise.
The rest of this podcast is going to be Taylor listing names.
I'm just naming names off here, and all of them are better than Wanda.
So is it just me, or did the devil in this look like a child sketched out the
We gotta talk
werewolf
Sorry,
from
you
Dog
mean
Soldiers?
Yeah, I can see
Malbolger.
that. Mount Bolgia?
I was getting Ash vibes.
You got a little bit of Ash going on.
Yeah.
Not as much as Jack.
There are multiple scenes in this film where they go into the depths of hell.
Keeping us on track. Good job.
And it's, the money spent on the CGI is worthless because it looks like you're traveling through a butthole or
Yeah.
some other weird blood-covered hole tunnel thing.
They just stole some colonoscopy
Yeah, it's the
videos.
infected colonoscopy, 100%.
And you just see this fucking rat-looking guy with some sharp teeth and green eyes, and he's supposed to be the devil.
And his jaw doesn't move.
And his mouth's open, but he's talking. He's going, ah!
You know
like
that-
he's the bad guy from the Banjo-Kazooie game or something. And he doesn't speak a word. He just has his mouth open. Ah! You'll never get my corn. But he's like, I'm going to take your soul.
I think there was actually a mission in Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, you're talking about Grunty there.
Yeah, I was like, geez, this is terrible. It's like, man, but he instilled some fear. I'll tell you that much.
It kind of reminded me of the dog, the viral dog that's got like the tongue hanging out, the really ugly one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it
the
looks
ugly
like.
25
dog.
years old and can't breathe because his tongue just like,
That's what my ball show looks like.
Hey, y'all don't know that that's not what the devil looks like. Is the thing
you don't know.
entirely?
You never
It's
seen
entirely plausible.
Let us know when you meet him, Taylor.
You know, it'd be kind of a big joke if that's what it is.
How about-
It's
how
like,
about-
what the fuck is this? That ain't scary.
I mean, in my estimation, that's exactly what the devil would look like, where his voice is out of sync with his words. I'm sorry. Could you just
is that
sync
your
up?
own
Because this is
personal
a
hell?
nightmare for me, motherfucker. Could you just sync it up? Because it's just
I don't feel in pain. I can't
it
take you
is
seriously.
it's slightly off, and I hate it. This is a nightmare for me.
So this was a continuance in the world of Little Nicky, apparently. At one point, a pineapple was shoved somewhere, and Spawn did not want it.
At one point, it felt like he got it.
Well, it was the suit.
Turned into
Gives
the
you everything you
pineapple
wish
there.
for.
I mean, are we jumping around, or are we going sequentially here?
Have we
Because I
even
got
talked
something
about
I
the
wanna
movie at
talk
all?
about.
I mean,
didn't-
go
you
ahead.
started from the end.
Okay, the scene at the end. I'm going straight to the finale.
You are a living colonoscopy. You're starting at the end.
The scene at the end. Look, where she spewed. The scene at the
Say
end.
her name. Say her name.
Where she
Wanda.
She went full. Wanda went. I'm sorry. Ugh. Where she went full ham and was channeling John Leguizamo.
Oh, yes.
Did they tell her, hey? Like, I've got to imagine that John Leguizamo acted out the scene, and then she was like, "Okay, you've got to do this." Like,
Yeah, hold on.
Go.
How fucking dumb? Okay, never mind.
right? And
Sounds
then
good.
I think she crushed it. Like, you did great.
Oh, she was amazing.
It was great. How could you let him happen to me? It's excellent. It's excellent.
Nailed it.
Oh, so good. So fun.
What's
Can you imagine Christina Ricci doing that these days? Huh?
I-
What's Christina Ricci doing?
I can imagine it.
Not
Hold
bad.
on. Imagine it.
She's
in
playing the
Wednesday.
teacher on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Is she in that show?
Yeah, she's a teacher.
Yellow
The
Jackets.
normie.
She broke out of the chains. She's good.
It's a Black Snake Moan reference for you kids out there.
If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Don't check it out. It's fine.
At least halfway through.
You're doing okay.
What about the middle of the movie?
Eh,
End of the first act?
I don't want to talk about it.
What about that? what about that middle of the movie?
I don't know.
The cape scenes were good.
Can we talk some more about how the cape would feel if you had it in your hand?
It looks so velvety. Oh, looks so nice.
And
I'll tell you what didn't work. Those fucking rockets that were built in that Peacemaker.
in his heart?
Pacemaker.
Pacemaker? Is John Cena in this?
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
I've had pizza.
I feel like if you would if you destroyed the device, that's
It
going to
would
have
set it off.
that's going to have an effect, right?
Okay, so backtrack a second. So the bad guy, this whole thing has this contract with the clown, John Leguizamo, to where he implants the device, right, and it's going to set off these rockets that destroy the world if he dies. So it's this whole like safety valve. And then at the end of the film, Spawn just zaps his fucking green eyes, pulls it out, and blows it up. So why would that stop it from going off compared to him dying?
Because it couldn't send the signal.
Y2K.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pretty sure.
by the way, listeners out there, if you're ever in a situation where somebody suggests that we hook up a dead man switch to your heart, you're being used. Understand
Do
this.
not trust them.
You are being used. You're the scapegoat for whatever shit you're hooking your shit up to.
He's gonna betray you.
Yeah. And I feel like Martin Sheen. I feel like
You mean Michael Sheen?
No, I meant to say what's his name from the West Wing?
No, it's still
Michael
Sheen.
Douglas.
Martin Sheen.
No, God damn it, you pieces of shit. Watch West Wing.
I've never seen
Douglas?
The West Wing.
Michael Douglas.
I feel like Jed Bartlett. I feel like Jed Bartlett would have known better, but Martin Sheen had no clue that dude was getting strung along.
He got paid enough. He should have known.
I like that idea.
You mean you don't trust midget clowns, Taylor?
That's real. That's how it was sold. It's like, hey, what if I put this thing in your chest and it'll kill everybody if you die? He's like, that sounds good to me, fucking weirdo.
Midget clowns, man. Fool me once, shame on me.
That's fair.
Fool me twice,
Violate me.
I'll go again. Fool me 3 times. Wait,
Fool you thrice.
wait a minute, you midget clowns. I've been burned twice before.
But then we got to part to go.
Oh,
yeah.
you told me you're different? Okay.
You know who
Fool
wouldn't get burned by
before
midget
that.
clowns?
What happens the fourth time? Yeah.
Fool me
Big
4
Robbie.
times.
All right, but what about the fifth time? Is there more?
We'll see.
Haven't been fooled that many times yet?
Now that you say that, we should have saved this movie for Big Robbie.
Yeah.
We'll have to find another one with Leguizamo in it doing weird shit.
The Pest?
Oh, yeah. Talk about weird shit.
Yep.
Yeah, but the good thing is, at the end of the day, he ended up saving his presumptuous daughter and Wanda.
Okay, so this is the
and
question.
husband.
It's Terry's kid.
Is that his daughter? Or is this an allegory for adopted dads?
Well, you don't want to know the comic book answer because it's fucking horrible. So now I'm going to say it out loud.
I kind of want to know now.
Now we all want to know.
I'm pretty.
I think I want to know.
I'm pretty sure in one of the variations, Spawn took the shape of Terry and banged Wanda, and that's where the kid came from. So he raped his.
I actually prefer that version.
It was just the suit, though,
It's not
which is
rape,
ironic
it's surprise
because
sex.
It's I don't know what it is.
It's just the cape.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
So technically it's
Cape
still
in
his
the cape.
kid.
Yeah, his cape's unclipped.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say you find it hard to get pregnant with a
Unclipped
cape
or
on.
unsnipped?
Yeah,
There's a lot of extra there.
Did Wanda find out that it was actually her crispy husband?
I don't know.
So are you asking, does she know that if it is his Spawn?
Jesus.
All right, that's the end of that podcast. Well done.
We got a winner.
We're gonna have to wait for the sequel to find out.
Coming soon.
Yeah,
Ish.
also, spaghetti is delicious.
What?
I just like spaghetti.
Okay,
Can we talk about homeless people for a second?
let's.
Oh yeah, there's a dog in this movie.
Oh, John
Spaz.
Leguizamo did eat maggots or whatever they are, the little worms.
Maggot
As,
pizza.
yeah, as long as there wasn't anchovies on it, it's good.
Yeah, but I mean, he really ate them in the take, and then he threw up immediately after.
Judging from
Sounds about right.
Judging from the circumstances that we saw throughout the film, when we weren't in Spawn like megalomania, is this the same universe as the 7 films film? Because it looks pretty much very similar.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, 7.
No, I think it was
Brad
Johnny
Pitt?
Mnemonic. It was in that world.
It looks like they filmed in Gotham City
I was thinking it was Seattle.
with Michael Keaton.
It was raining a lot.
Dark as shit, rainy, lots of homeless.
This is the dark side of Seattle you don't hear about. Fucking stay away.
Yeah, I didn't see any
Sunlight.
David.
Duke?
Well,
He would have been
I'm
very
not
against
sure.
Spawn.
He would not be in Seattle either. That's
yeah. I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going to say that
Can't
joke.
run a lot of crosses without a bunch of rain.
Is this a Marvel or a DC character, Spawn?
Marvel.
So
Technically Dark Horse and then Marvel bought it, I think.
So what's his power level against some? Let's ask the question
actually, yeah.
of who can he beat and who beats him in the Marvel DC cinematic universe.
Well, he's got a...
He's dead.
He's got a 1-up. He's already dead.
He's already dead.
But from what we've seen, though, is if you cut his head off, which is similar with a lot of guys who have regenerative properties, that's game over.
Right.
Not Wolverine.
So who can cut his head off?
Or Deadpool.
Have we seen Wolverine get his head cut off?
They tried it in
Well, they
X-Men
do
Origins.
just like toothpick it back on, and he's like, "Ugh, I'm back."
I don't know. I wasn't there.
That's
for
how
it,
I would
but-
do it.
I think Groot would still fuck his shit up.
I feel like that's a good fight. That's a good fight. There's some distance. They each have kind of a reach on each other.
Yeah, but if he takes Groot to hell, I mean, he's just gonna fucking light up.
He's a tree.
Yeah,
Also,
Game-
Groot
game
doesn't have
over.
a sweet red velvet cape.
yeah, and he would just like,
Oh, the cape.
I feel like Groot
call
takes
Doctor
a lot
Strange, just let
more
the capes
time
fight.
to regrow too.
That's true.
Spawn grows back pretty quickly.
That's what
well,
she
his
said.
power is dependent on the suit. So I mean, if you find some way to penetrate the suit,
There's got to be a Spawn versus Ghost Rider out there. I mean,
that sounds like a Nicolas Cage versus Nicolas Cage film waiting to happen.
oh, man. Now we're talking.
Who? What? Where?
I stole the Declaration. What are you gonna do, Spawn?
In the arms of the angels, may we find some comfort here.
That's Cheryl Crow, not Celine Dion.
I'm not. I don't
What?
give a fuck who
I
sings.
thought you were
it.
singing like an episode
That's
of the
McLaughlin.
Boys or something.
McLaughlin, yeah, same difference.
If you'd like to hurt a puppy, is what those are about?
Puppies ain't
Yeah,
got no soul.
ASPCA.
You know,
Don't.
she's playing tonight at the Amp, right?
Yes, a live adoption on stage.
So I was
Is it
thinking about
really?
Of Sarah McLaughlin?
Yeah,
she looking for a home?
Wow, how wild would that be? She walks out with just a dozen fucking puppies.
she
Like,
did that
You
shit.
can't leave
Who in the
until all
crowd?
these puppies are adopted.
Some drunk guy named Bill's like, yeah, give me that goddamn puppy.
Well, yeah, you know you can't not say I'm
You-
gonna adopt that puppy.
You just find 12 puppies
Yeah.
at the bottom of the stage in trash when they leave. Like, I might as well take care of this. I was just here for the songs, man.
Sarah McLaughlin just walks out. She's just a dog walker. She's like doing part time shit.
You know, if you really wanted to get people to take in all the puppies, you just get on stage and drown the first one in front of everyone. They're like,
Take
don't
it,
drown
brother.
the other ones. I'll take them.
I'm doing one every song until somebody raises their hand.
Oh, my gosh. You're not going to like these B-side hits you never heard of, but you better clap or else this puppy drowns.
God, she's serious. She means it.
you throw one waterlogged dog in the crowd, they're going to take those puppies.
Waterlogged dog. Call that band name. That's
Copyright.
mine. Dibs.
So off the rails.
Stand by it.
Oh, man. It's going to need a crispy bun to hold that mother up.
Oh man.
Oh, wow. Which is kind of funny because they called Spawn crispy quite a few times in this film.
RFK Jr. probably eat that shit in some soup.
I don't think anybody else gets that one.
That's an inside joke right there. Some people on the podcast are gonna get it.
Barbecue dog.
Oh, man.
I'll give you a hint. What else about this movie? That was all my notes other than that Kirk Hammett.
Outside,
The
it's like the
background.
weird lead helper educator. Learn your abilities guy was this fucking old knight
Yeah, I did have
The narrator.
wearing
That's
wearing
the main. That's the main character.
chainmail and
So he used to be a Hellspawn, and he freed himself.
Wrong. No. He is the heavenly equivalent of a Hellspawn.
Yes.
And he freed himself from that?
No, you're right.
No.
He never went to. He was
No.
supposed to prevent them from succumbing to the hellscape to become Spawn.
That's right.
He was like the voice of God, right? Trying to help you fight for our side because you're being convinced. The entire story is like trying to convince him to come fight and lead Hell's army.
Right.
So he was always that voice to say, stop it. I'm going to try to show you the good you can still do, even though you're not yourself now. Fight for my side. Find your humanism. Yeah, that word.
Humanity?
He's the
That's
counter. He's the counter. God. Okay, so
But also
so
with a shitty fucking power.
Okay.
Here's my
the devil's creating Hellspawn, and he's going all the way with it. But Jesus is creating homeless people in the alleyway that have swords for arms.
And dads who don't appreciate when their kids eat good trash,
That's right.
they get mad.
Yeah, he doesn't burn you.
Fuck those
You're
kids.
still good. He's just going to give you a sword for an arm at your behest.
Good luck.
So this is the reason,
So luckily my follow-up question had nothing to do with what he was. Why did he put on his little chainmail when he jumped into the hell portal?
Great question.
He's like, let's go
Also
get
the
him.
same thing.
He puts on
Suit up, chainmail.
like
That is
the holy
actually a question,
chainmail.
because
Like,
technically you would be like suscepting your skin to more burn because
just be hotter longer.
well,
He
he's
knows that he can't lose his head.
Yeah, he's got holy fire.
Either way,
So we're saying there's a
that
spell.
one got
on it.
me.
Well, I mean, it could be because the suit with Spawn. It could be similar. Like the angels have a protective shield on their suit.
Holy rusted metal, Batman.
He's got what? Wait, I'm sorry. Would you prefer him? He didn't put on his chainmail.
I don't really care either way. I just don't know what protective use it had.
He's obviously a Knights Templar.
It must have been unobtainium because there was no sort of susceptibility to heat.
Vibranium.
Well, you've got to assume that chainmail has got
he just
hit.
drank
Have you watched the
Right
core? It's
cup.
unobtainium. I know what it is.
I mean, look. If we're throwing, if we want to be realistic here, the fucking temperature of skin is way lower than chainmail. So if he's going down there and you're complaining that the chainmail isn't catching on fire, he'd be burning into flames immediately.
But he was blessed.
The chainmail's blessed too.
No, it wasn't.
It's all
That's why it's contradictory.
the circle.
He bought it on the side streets.
Oh, it's all.
Danny
it's all.
Drifters.
You could tell by the linking it was not done by a professional, okay? I've made some handmade chainmail much better.
This is the reason.
He's wearing it right now. You just can't see it.
The reason I penetrate you. Time
All
after
right,
time.
shields on. Ching.
You get out Spike and test his chainmail. Lord of the Ring jokes, folks.
Okay, Spawn versus a Jedi. Who's coming out?
He shoots lasers out of his eyes.
Yeah, I think Spawn's gonna win that one.
They're gonna go.
dumb question,
They're gonna go.
Taylor.
Pew pew pew. I just deflected your lasers. And he's gonna shoot his chains inside their chest. I'm like, well, fuck my lightsaber didn't do nothing about that. Oh! Shut up, Siri.
Okay, who's beating Spawn from the sci-fi ethos? Predator? Predator versus Spawn?
I'd say Vampire Bill. He's gonna drink all that demon blood, and then become stronger.
What?
Wow.
You guys weren't saying no. I was just offering. up.
Okay. All right. That's fine with me. I think he should fight Black Dynamite. Oh, obviously, or Raiden.
I don't know. So
Old white guy.
in his comic books, though, were there any other characters who were supposed to be perceived as a good entity while going through this whole process?
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of them.
So what are the main ones? Because I don't recall. I mean, it's been a long time since I've read those comics.
I think Chapel was one of the main ones, and he was like that old dude.
Dave Chappelle?
Yeah,
It's pronounced
David.
Chappelle.
Well, there were a few, and then you had the mutants that people created, like Overkill. You remember that one?
I remember Overkill.
He was like a cyborg, badass. But it was.
I mean, he kind of wrote it up to where Spawn was the ultimate guy. Like there was no way to really defeat him.
And he didn't take sides. Was the big thing.
So yes, I don't know if there's anybody in any other
Overkill
sort of
didn't take
universe.
sides?
No, Spawn.
Okay.
He'd be like, he was Jason Bourne. He's like, leave me alone.
Which
I
is
wanna
kind of
ski.
it's kind of silly because when you watch the movie, until he like lets his suit kind of take over, he doesn't understand the powers it has. So it's like no matter what happened, like, oh, you blew up my arm. His suit can be like, oh, doesn't matter, buddy. Gotcha.
Except for that
It's like
sweet
until he
belt
starts to
that
learn more about that
deflected
and he
the dick
understands
punch.
how to use that, there's no way to defeat him because he's like, okay, I know my limitations until I've pushed it and pushed it and pushed it, and there's no way to stop it.
So what's the difference between Spawn's suit and Green Lantern ring?
I don't know. I've never
The
watched.
sweetness?
I've never watched Ryan Reynolds' best film.
Because I mean,
That doesn't exist anymore.
I feel like there's a big crossover from what Spawn can do with his suit and what Green Lantern can do with his ring.
Well, it sounds like the answer is to find some way to remove the suit, and that's your kill.
But isn't it his? That's
It's part of him.
It is a part of it, so there has to be some way that somebody has a power to strip it from him. I mean,
I've got like 300 Spawn comics in that closet if you want to start pawning through them.
so somebody with long fingernails. That's the killer.
Lady Deathstrike.
I think the best killer is some version of Wanda.
Oh,
She's the only one getting that suit off.
hey, this guy
She's
hates
the only one
women.
getting the suit off, and then she can take both heads. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
Got him.
Wanda, you like my little head?
Wow.
Also, I never saw him eat anything from him, so I think lack of nutrient. He's just gonna die.
Give
Come here,
this guy,
jerky boy.
Give this guy a fucking banana. He needs some
Yeah,
potassium.
he was offered multiple instances to eat trash that was quite delicious to the child, and he said, "No."
They burned him.
Oh my goodness.
That chicken ain't crispy. Yeah, I don't know.
Any more hypotheticals that we don't know the answer to?
Beetlejuice would get him.
Taylor knows them all.
Beetlejuice is a winner.
Can you?
So you just gotta let him go. You just gotta let him go. Don't reel him in. Just let him do his thing.
You talking about me or Beetlejuice?
Yeah, brother, run with that.
So can explosions at key points in a viral manufacturing facility, like I want to get super real right now. Is that what's gonna destroy the virus? Because Mission Impossible 2 has taught me that you have to. It's much more precise than that.
That if you jump in
can't
the
just-
air off motorcycles, you will not get a
Yeah,
concussion.
you can't just fucking toss some matches into some shit and hope things work out. He should have known from the jump. Hey, this seems a little fishy.
You know, sometimes people are blinded by dollar signs. That's the real issue.
Is this a?
He would have never become a Spawn, but he was just like, you know what? This is a job. I need some money. Let's kill these guys.
That sounds like some real black racism right there, where you're like, this dude, he's charred.
Have our listeners seen the video? Oh, charred. That's rude.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Same thing we were talking.
They cooked him.
I'm
They
gonna have to
cooked
cut
him on
most of that out.
screen.
Yep. I actually cut that out.
Yep.
Anyway, my point is.
Let's be honest
Like
with the
that
burns,
red
it's
cape,
really,
baby.
My
pink.
point is that first missile launch that he has from the tower, where it splits into 4 missiles, that's the shit.
I'm more interested in
I
what it would
always liked
feel
that
like
one.
to you watching this film from a women's perspective.
Don't.
No woman has ever watched this.
Yeah, Sally read this and I was like, nope.
We'll never know.
She was
I
gone
am
before I hit
good.
end on the recording of the intro.
We'll never know.
We'll say that respond to.
That's not true. Meryl's seen it twice.
She already wrote the sequel.
All right.
I also want to address this guy is an ex Special Forces hell spawn that has all these abilities and he can conjure whatever he wants in his mind. And he's falling down a building and he turns his hand into an octopus tentacle.
It's all about the responsiveness of the suit.
That's
I'm
true
sorry,
to go
what's
with.
the issue here? I'm waiting for the.
No, I just said it out loud.
The issue is the suit has no limitations.
But that was like premature figuring
looked
out
like it.
what the suit can do.
Definitely uncut.
So like that was a panic. Like
But it's like you can
here's
just
what I
made
need
I'll give you
now.
that.
You
I'll
just
give you
made the
that.
hand sticky, not like a ruler.
You just think, boy, I wish I wasn't falling here. And the suit goes, here you go.
Got you covered.
But same thing too. Like before that happened, he was falling on a window, so his suit just goes, "Oh, what am I going to do?" It just shoots freaking chains into the steel of the building.
Yep.
It's like this was the best, most reasonable option to do. Just and then he like breaks his face into the building.
I do like how the chains thrown out. They still just smash him into the building.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, this is the best we got.
It makes no sense. But at the same time, if you read the comics, that the chains for a reason are a huge part of the suit.
They're massive.
I don't know why. Is there ever any sort of like explanation?
It's kind of like Doc Ock.
It's like hell. He's like a.
This is a Clive
like a
Barker
Cenobite.
love, yeah.
Just to tie to something darker and.
Look, man.
Well, if you
hell.
watch after the credits, he turns his hand into a fleshlight.
Oh, we're about to talk about the credits.
If you watch after the credits, you're a psycho. You're a complete psychopath if you watch all the credits for anything after that.
For whatever reason, this film decided to run a stream of the credits where it's a backdrop of hellfire, and all the words are in a very light yellow, partially covered red / blood splatter. You can't read a single fucking name.
And they're
So either
flashing and jittering all over the place.
Yeah, they're giving you a seizure, turning left to right, and
Wicka, 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 wah.
it's like, what's her name from Arrested Development? She's about to fall on the goddamn floor.
All right. Let's do this.
She's got
Liza
the
Minnelli?
She's got the vertigo. Yeah, you're like, oh my god, I can't read them.
Took me a minute to piece that together.
Like, what the hell's happening?
Okay,
They must have just hated the fucking team that built the film. They're like, this didn't make us enough money. You're not going to see your name in the credits.
If they wanted to be on credited, they're like, can you just like fuzz that?
What if they
I want to
finish
get
like,
another job in Hollywood at some point.
you guys felt good about this? I want you to just go ahead and make sure you can't read my fucking name on the credits.
Congratulations. See you at the rap party.
That would actually be funnier, I think, if that was the case.
The only trivia that I saw before my phone died was Tim Burton was originally supposed to direct this film.
That's why you're so sitting up and
He
stuff.
was tied
Your
to it
phone
a lot.
died.
No, I'm sitting up because, again, you got to let him just go. You can't reel him in. We're sharing a mic. He needs his time. And our listeners, they need it too. Keep going.
What? No, you just introduced a new question for me. What Tim Burton films have you seen?
A lot.
We made him. We made him watch Beetlejuice.
Have you ever seen Edward Scissorhands?
Into the microphone, sir.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yes.
Oh shit.
What did? Okay, so
You
wait,
were
do you
6. How
like Edward
fucking old are you?
Scissorhands? Is that one of the like? Where do you? What on
Why
a
is this
1 to
important
10?
right now?
No, because Edward Scissorhands.
We're getting
is
really
important.
close right now.
Yeah, we are.
If you're trying to provide an argument, you need a rebuttal.
I
Go.
just want to know on a 1 to 10 scale, where's the Edward Scissorhands sit? And do you think it's here's a follow up question: what Tim Burton film do you think is better than Edward Scissorhands?
What's the rewatchability of Edward Scissorhands for you, Cameron?
So third question.
I'd probably go 6.8.
He's a math guy.
That's first question.
Sure.
I was so distracted. I thought that was the name of a Tim Burton film I've never watched. I was like, what the hell are you talking? 6.8.
You haven't seen 6.8? Shit.
Is that before or after Dead Man?
It must have been the prequel to 817.
You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere.
I don't think I have a favorite Tim Burton film. I would say that the most recent Tim Burton film that I watched is better than Edward Scissorhands as far as rewatchability.
What's the most recent movie he's made? Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice?
Oh yes.
The second one?
No, the first
No,
one.
OG.
Yeah. We
Doing
did a
pods of
podcast on
everything.
it like a
I
month and a
thought
half ago.
Beetlejuice was before Edward Scissorhands.
No, I'm saying
the
as far as like I'm ranking them. Like I would say
just
it's
the most
better.
recent you want. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
correct.
Gotcha. Well, you've never seen fucking Batman, dude.
I have. It's not great.
I like when
Get the fuck out.
So what else? What else, Taylor?
What was the third question?
What? You don't like
the
Batman?
rewatchability.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
No one says it's
That sounds
fine.
like bullshit.
It's fine.
Batman's fine. Is that what you're saying?
I'm about to throw you in a vat of acid.
Batman or Michael Keaton?
See, that's the thing. Yeah,
You don't like Michael Keaton, do you?
I don't.
Wow,
he
so many
was
problems I
Beetlejuice.
have with you now.
But that's the thing. Like he's
The fact that you like
he's
cookies
not
is your
Michael
only redeeming
Keaton.
quality.
He's not Michael Keaton when he's Beetlejuice.
We're gonna have to put on multiplicity next week for you,
Oh, man. That's a treasure.
Mike. You want some pizza? Pizza? Pizza?
Touch my peppy,
I don't think
Steve.
so, Steve.
I like pizza. I like pizza, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor.
I'm gonna keep that sound. That was good.
We should watch Multiplicity. Actually, that's a great.
I don't got any plans.
I don't think so, Steve.
No, not tonight.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm trying to. Why does it matter? No, it matters. It matters to me. It matters to fucking me.
All right.
Watching a modern day love story happen in front of our eyes.
A 6.8 on Edward Scissorhands is not appropriate. No, that movie is a wonder.
What about the new one with Timothy Chalamet coming out?
Are they redoing
Fuck no, because it's a classic.
You can't redo. It's like redoing. It's like
redoing Willy Wonka.
It's like making
or like Road Warrior, or like other stuff.
It's like making Gladiator 2. You can't do that. You can't do that. They'll never make a Gladiator 2 because
the still shots look pretty good.
You just can't. I don't know what you're talking about because you can't remake Gladiator 2. It doesn't happen.
You understand it's already in production. And
It's
done.
no. That would be silly for things like that to happen because Gladiator
Where are you living?
2 doesn't make any sense because the movie ended and everybody, all the main characters died.
But
So
there were still
you of course
gladiators.
couldn't make a Gladiator 2 or an Edward Scissorhands with Timothy Chalamet, and you should never try, right?
That reminds me of Spartan Season 2. There's no way there could not be additional Spartans ready to fight.
Is that a Halo themed?
Let me
Or no,
pitch you
it's
something
called,
real quick.
Spartacus.
Okay.
Gladiator 2, Rome harder. Are you in now?
I bet that movie was made a long time ago.
This movie's got twice the columns.
It's a colossal fuck.
It's not Italian Mambo, but it looks like it.
Oh boy!
All right, so here's
What do we watch again?
Here's a question. Look, are we still going? Are we going
Edward
there?
Scissorhands
Yeah.
too.
Okay, so here's a question. Recast the movie. You can't use anybody that was cast in this movie. Recast the movie with your dream cast. Create the best movie you can.
Which is also to not give offense to who is already cast in the movie that's being produced right now. They have remade this film featuring. I'm not going to tell you who.
Okay,
'Cause I want to hear your.
don't tell me who,
Because it's already happening.
because I might just say everybody that they're about to cast in the film.
I
Let's see.
highly fucking doubt it.
Okay, okay. So I mean, I asked the question, so I feel like I should go first.
Wait,
Like-
well, here, so give the rules here. So which characters? So you're gonna have to have
Okay, I'm gonna say
Jai's character,
four.
Martin's character.
Yeah, you got to go four
Wanda-
out of the five
Wanda's
characters.
character?
So yeah, you got to say Wanda, you got to say the clown, you got to say Spawn, and you got to say the villain.
Okay.
So, Martin Sheen.
Yep.
I'm Dreamcast here. I'm saying J.K. Simmons.
As his character from Spider-Man.
Whatever J.K. Simmons feels like showing up as on set that day.
Spawn!
Okay, and then Spawn. Tough call.
Kevin Hart.
Well, my head went straight to Michael B. Jordan,
Hey, motherfucker!
but I feel like he's not right.
Why?
He's not street enough.
He's already made some. Yeah.
I really want. Where he's popping his pecs and the suit's going up,
It's just shooting out.
and yeah, he's just shooting out chains left and right.
Spawn's getting
And
tired.
it's just
Hey, Wanda! Come give me a kiss.
oh man. No, okay. No, I'm gonna say Michael B. Jordan. That's my best. So I got two. So Wanda's gotta be. I feel like
What me?
I would like to see, and nobody knows this. Nobody else has watched this but me. But that chick from fucking Acolyte. Have you? Nobody's watched the Acolyte.
Carrie Ann Fisher.
Okay, so her name is Amandla. Amandla.
Amandola.
There's an L in there.
Hey, Mandela.
Amanda. She threw an L in the back of her name.
Okay.
Amandla. That chick would be a great Wanda. For the clown, I'm going to be lazy here and go for Skarsgård. What's
Bill?
Yeah.
The Pennywise?
Yeah, who did Pennywise?
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Clown for clown?
Yeah, clown for clown. and let him be a different kind of clown. Let him be a different kind of clown. Tell me yours.
Okay. Mine is a remake of Django Unchained.
Okay.
You're gonna have Leo be Sheen.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
You're gonna have nope. You're gonna have Spawn. I think it was already said, but it kind of makes sense in my head now. Spawn will be Jamie Foxx. Clown is gonna be Christoph Waltz. And then you're gonna have
Wanda is Samuel L. Jackson.
Wanda as what's her face? Washington's
Kerry Washington?
Bingo. Done.
I'd watch that movie.
Boy, that's good.
Why?
I need to juice my mic stands.
Wow,
It's pretty.
That's a good one.
It's pretty clear why.
So wait,
no, it's pretty clear why.
you're not counting. Okay, so hold on. I feel like you swapped the wrong people. It should be Leo as the clown and Christoph Waltz as Martin Sheen's character. Wouldn't you like to see Leo in clown makeup?
No, because Christoph Waltz is that much of a psycho and gets that into a character. I mean, so does Leo. But you know how crazy Christoph Waltz could be as a clown, saying, "Hey, just go crazy." He'd go crazy.
Didn't you watch The Consultant?
But going back to what Taylor said, do you not realize how good Kevin Hart would be playing the clown?
Stole my answer.
Just do it. I'm doing that laugh.
I'm really surprised I'm the one to have to say this, but Nick Cage is a clown.
Well, I think Bryan Cranston's Martin Sheen.
Wow, yeah.
Oh.
And I'm kind of torn between thinking like a Henry Cavill as the Spawn character.
He does do a lot of collateral damage.
give a little depth to it, but also
Superman.
as far as the vein of this film is, I think someone that is as weird as Jared Leto, if you beefed him up, would actually be a good character for that. Imagine that film where you have Jared Leto, Kevin Hart, and Bryan Cranston. It would make hundreds of dollars.
You're never gonna get everybody on set to make it. Like, you're gonna have to do a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Dreamcast.
You have to trick everybody to be on set at the same time.
That's what they did for that
Shoot the
vampire movie that
scenes.
he made.
Oh boy,
so bad.
What
Renfield?
Jared Leto vampire movie?
Morpheus.
Oh.
Morbius.
That
Morbius. Sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Morbius. Which I don't know the actor that plays the Doctor Who character that's in that,
Matt Smith.
but he's a great actor.
He's
right?
great.
Yeah, I really enjoy him.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
So he wouldn't fit in this film.
What?
We need shitty actors.
It could be Priest.
Matt Smith looks like
Describe
the
silky, sultry,
Matt.
It looks like he got slapped in the.
I'm not gonna say it.
It looks like he got slapped in the face while eating something sour and it just stuck.
Matt Smith looks like his parents chose life. I mean,
I don't know what that means.
that dude's got a weird shaped head. That head is weird.
Oh, so you mean his mother had a tight vagina?
I don't know what I mean. But
Squeezed him a little too hard on the way out, huh?
Ryan, what was your cast again?
Not to copy Will, but my initial instinct for
Perfect.
the clown was Kevin Hart. But
Perfect.
I feel like Jonah Hill could hit that one too.
I could see that. However, I don't think he likes to be associated or
He does
perceived
not.
as I need to be a fat actor.
No,
which-
he hates it. He absolutely hates it. But if he wanted to, he could crush that role.
Nah, you're not wrong. And then what about Wanda? Jamie Lee Curtis? She used to be a fish.
I don't think you've seen that movie.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's gonna put Halle Berry in that one. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I feel like she would fit that role.
Oh yeah, she'd be great.
Jason Statham's Spawn.
Well,
British Spawn. Okay, okay.
Oi, cunt! Come get your throat cut.
fuck you, Satan.
And for Martin Sheen's character,
I was born in the gallows, bitch. Now he's a pirate. I don't know why.
we're gonna go British with that one too. Hugh Laurie.
Okay.
Actually, no.
He just has to channel his inner house and be a raging asshole the entire time.
Yeah.
Which would be good. No, I mean,
The question is, can Hugh Laurie do a British accent?
He's
Because
fucking
Did
British.
a
never
really
seen
bad
it.
one in Dreamcatcher.
we've never seen it. I'll tell you what. That's a good.
That's my favorite part of that movie.
That's a good. You know, Hugh Laurie's not in Dreamcatcher, right?
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of fucking Colonel Winters
oh yeah.
from Band of Brothers. You're
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of
that's what
what's
I'm
his
thinking
name
of.
from Billions.
Billions, yeah.
That's
Hugh,
not-
okay, got it.
Axel-
I got the face in my head
yeah,
now.
yeah.
All right.
But no, he'd be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bobby
Yeah.
Axelrod's character.
Yeah, Bobby
Oh,
Axelrod.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Oh man. He just disappeared.
Darren, Dan, Derp, Dar. So there's a D in there somewhere. That's what she said. I'm gonna go John Hamm as
Damian
Wynn.
Lewis.
Yeah, Damian Lewis.
Damian Lewis, that's what it is.
Obviously, Nick Cage.
John
is a clown.
Hamm is the dude who cuckolds Spawn. That's what John Hamm's role is.
Well, so
Is-
I
is
recently
Wynn,
watched
yeah.
Baby Driver, and that similar style character makes sense. I think that actually fits. I like that.
As
As being Martin Sheen's, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not even a movie, and you hate it. Look at you.
I don't like it. I don't think it's right.
Guess who Wanda is?
I think obviously Spawn is Darius Rucker,
Lady Gaga.
and Wanda is Taylor Swift. We'll switch it up.
Guess what? They don't survive.
Ooh. You know, with that cast, you could probably make it a musical.
No, it would be.
Here comes Spawn, looking for your soul. Gonna rip 'em out of your little butthole.
It's also based in Wyoming.
No.
Apparently,
He's got chains, he's got a cape, he's got green eyes. You're fucked.
Yeah.
That's it. Sounds pretty good.
copyright.
Sarah McLachlan shows up in the arms of the angel.
What was the dog's name? Here comes
Spaz.
Spaz.
Here comes Spaz. There he goes. Got kicked by a dude with a clown nose.
It's good.
Gold.
Maybe you could do the original music.
I would be honored.
What is this? What is this Trailer Park Hillbilly shit that they're doing? It's like music by Primus.
I'm not familiar with that artist.
I'm back from the dead, and I told you I loved you more than your sister.
Imagine the soundtrack that followed the credits was just Creed.
Hey, you could probably hook that up for pretty cheap.
Are you kidding me? They're selling out the stadium.
Well, not stadiums necessarily, but definitely small venues.
I mean, certainly sections of
Amphitheaters.
stadiums. Certainly.
Are you not familiar with what's going on in the world?
Did you know?
Creed is like the second most popular band in the world right now.
Wait,
Right behind
I'm sorry,
Nickelback.
there's no way that that's true.
It's 100% true.
What?
They're like one of the most popular bands in the world right now. They have a resurgence happening.
There's no way that
Shut your mouth.
that's true.
Have you not even? You don't know this?
There's no way that what you're saying is
Wow, I
true.
can't wait for you tomorrow morning. You're like, "Wow, I need some eggs." And holy shit, Creed's back!
I mean, what you're saying is after Taylor Swift, Creed is the next most popular band in the world.
As far as people are having a resurgence, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so what does that mean?
It means wet dreams. Most wet dreams are about Taylor Swift and Creed.
Honestly, if we're even just comparing just general artists, I would still put them up there right now. Yes. I don't think you understand what's happening right now in the world with Creed.
Maybe I I definitely
It
don't.
is hysterical.
I
'Cause I've been waiting for 20 years.
definitely.
I've been
don't.
here waiting, brother.
So are you saying that they're headlining their own tour?
Yeah.
They have sold out the amp.
He's got front row
They're
tickets
playing
for it.
here in Arkansas. They've sold out multiple fucking venues across the world this year for a
Okay,
tour.
understand what you just said. They sold out in Arkansas.
In 20
Okay.
other cities.
Okay.
Post Malone's coming to Arkansas. Okay.
I'll tell you what, they didn't sell as fast as Post.
Post Malone's actually opening for Creed.
I usually
I thought he was a homeless.
Yeah, let's give this guy a chance.
We would open for you guys. Oh, come on, poor fella.
And that's what really spawned the opportunity for them.
Fucking thank you.
you should have gotten tickets to Malone.
Yeah, I should have bought them resold.
Well, post Malone, he's gonna be all used up by that time.
Yeah, and that's when the dagger, he pulled it back out of Wanda, and it turned out to be the clown. It was crazy. Yeah, she shook her little shimmy, and then popped the robe off, and it was the clown underneath. It was
Will
like,
is
whoa.
trying to save us,
He's doing his best.
and
No,
and
I'll
you're
tell you who's
not
gonna save you. It's Scott
coming
Stapp.
in and saying thank you.
Arms wide
You're just letting
open.
Taylor go.
I'm letting all of this go because it's glorious.
Under the sunlight.
See? Got
Now
McLaughlin and
everything has changed. I'll tell you, love.
I'll
I'll show you everything.
if you guys could get it together, you could be a number 2 hit band in the world.
If only. Oh, man.
I'll give half a silver dollar for that.
Just never gonna happen though.
It's my silver dollar.
They're just real hard to cut. I've tried.
We still talking about dogs?
Can't have two alphas. Can't have two. Can't have.
You were so close.
Oh boy! And that's what was so wild with the fact that he was riding this like suit covered motorcycle, and he sprayed some goo, and it just fell right off the map and just slid.
Necro goo.
Yeah, it got the necro goo.
I love that the cape couldn't steady him on the bicycle.
Yeah, it could like create chains of stability or something.
It was the holes.
Yeah. The cape met its limits with the necro goo.
He clearly was not ready for anything other than a tricycle made of hell armor.
Which so I remember noting this when we were watching the film though. When this whole scene happens, Spawn is being chased by, when you're talking about John Leguizamo improvising his lines, shooting the cannon, just firing off shots. And it's actually probably one of the better scenes as far as there's not a bunch of graphics like CGI going on.
Yeah.
There's actual bunch of explosions. Very slow motorcycle dodging, like probably 5 miles an hour. You're like, oh, watch out. But he uses his actual cape then to cover the bike up, and it's in road, and then he gets hit and stops because of the goo. Then he creates like a roadblock, like kind of a huge dagger thing.
Penetrating metal madness.
The clown at this point turns the rig around and tries to ram him, so it runs into it. And I thought it was interesting because when you watch the Batman film, when they flip over the tanker during the scene where the Joker is chasing the Batman, it felt a lot like that particular type of a vibe, except this was more of a direct hit implosion. But it was like maybe that was a scene. Which would be ironic if he said, "Man, I watched Spawn. This is what I want to do for Batman, and I want to flip this rig because the impact it had on it."
If he said, I got that idea from Spawn,
It would be pretty fucking funny. It was.
I mean, it's not the
But
weirdest
it
thing
did have
that would
the
happen
same,
this
it
week.
had the same vibe though. It's like, okay, well, what am I going to do? I guess I'm just going to turn it into an impenetrable force, just like Wanda.
Clown just messing with big rigs.
Not for Terry. Anything else about Spawn?
Well, I'll tell you
No?
what. There's one thing I learned from this film is that Taylor could not beat the final boss in Elden Ring.
He did play the boss the entire... I don't know how many times you played him.
We have to back this up. So we visualized this film on one television. On the bottom screen, our friend was playing the video game, trying to defeat the most undefeatable boss in the world.
And he's back.
And even better,
He got so close. He got so close so many times. We were rooting for him.
he's not actively paying attention to the film, but he is listening, and you just get those Taylor laughs, and he's just getting his ass beat by this boss the whole time, and he's just laughing at
But
a random
ironically,
John
though, he
Leguizamo.
was the one participating the most because he was the one respawning the entire film.
Oh,
100%.
Well done.
So,
What a statement.
props to that.
All right, we'll leave it with that. This is the longest ridiculous pod we've done in a while. I like it. Go watch Spawn or don't. You know what we've just said. So if you're still listening,
You know what you're getting into.
I think you already know what you're watching. Jesus Christ. New York Times best-selling, 5-time Bram Stoker award-winning author.
Very acclimated author.
If you've listened to any of the Joe Ledger stuff we've talked about, that is his series. And he will be on the 8th,
July 8th.
I believe is what I said. So that video will be up around the 8th, and then the pod will be up right after that.
He has
So-
much better ideas than Taylor.
All right. That's enough of that. Thanks for listening. RobGilchristBooks.com. Our YouTube channel is up and running, and we will be posting more short videos on that soon, hopefully.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, Cameron. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Get him, Taylor. Get him.
Missed you guys.
Oh, that was fun. Charlie?
Are we recording?
Might have been the most ridiculous.